How sleeping position affects your health. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling even more tired than when you went to bed? That feeling is unpleasant, as if your body has been working hard all night instead of resting. And what surprises many people is that the culprit may actually be your familiar sleeping position, the one you have maintained for years. It may sound simple, but the way you sleep can quietly affect your memory, heart health, digestion, and even your skin. According to a recent survey by the National Sleep Foundation, up to 70% of adults do not get the quality sleep they need each night. This leads not only to a drop in energy, but also seriously affects balance, increasing the risk of falls in older adults. In today's video, I will share with you a surprising discovery about a sleeping position you may think is harmless, but could actually have many negative effects on your overall health. Along with that are some simple but very effective tips to help you improve your sleep quality naturally. If you have been struggling to sleep better and want to wake up refreshed and clear-headed, do not take your eyes off this video. The answer will be at the end, and it might completely change the way you sleep from now on. 1. Sleeping positions. When we think about sleep, the first thing that often comes to mind is how many hours we sleep or what kind of mattress we use. But there is one silent factor that few people notice: sleeping position. Each of us has a familiar way of sleeping, and over time, it becomes a habit. However, not all habits are good. Some sleeping positions help the body recover effectively, while others quietly put pressure on the joints, internal organs, and circulatory system. So which position is truly suitable for middle-aged and elderly people? Let's explore together. The first position we need to talk about is sleeping on your back. At first glance, this may seem like the simplest and most comfortable position, and indeed, sleep and spinal health experts say that this is the ideal position to keep your spine in a neutral state. When you lie on your back, your body weight is evenly distributed. Your neck and back are not bent abnormally, and major joints such as the shoulders and hips are naturally relaxed. One unexpected benefit of this position is that it can reduce facial wrinkles since there is no friction between the face and the pillow during the night. It is the true definition of beauty sleep. However, sleeping on your back is not suitable for everyone. For those who tend to snore loudly, suffer from sleep apnea, or have upper respiratory issues, this position may worsen their condition. When you lie on your back, your tongue and the soft tissues in your throat can easily collapse, blocking airflow and causing snoring. In older adults, as muscle tissues weaken over time, this becomes even more likely. According to the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association, snoring during sleep is not just annoying to the person next to you, but is also linked to serious problems such as reduced oxygen to the brain and chronic sleep disorders. Therefore, if you sleep on your back and often wake up during the night, feel tired in the morning, or have been told that you snore excessively, it might be time to reconsider your sleeping position. The next common position is sleeping on your side. This is the most chosen position, especially by pregnant women and older adults. The reason is simple: it provides a sense of safety, comfort, and helps reduce pressure on the lower back. When you sleep on your side, especially on the left side, your digestive organs can function more effectively. The stomach and pancreas are not compressed, which helps prevent acid reflux, bloating, or indigestion after dinner. Interestingly, the left and right sides have different effects. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that sleeping on the left side improves blood flow to the heart, reduces pressure on the liver and kidneys, and supports blood circulation toward the legs. Meanwhile, sleeping on the right side, if done for many years, may cause more blood pressure on the heart region, affecting its pumping function and gas exchange, although the effects are not immediate. For older adults with weaker cardiovascular systems, the choice of sleeping side should be carefully considered. In addition, Sleeping on your side also requires attention to pillow placement and spinal alignment, without a pillow between the knees, or if the pillow under your head is too high. Your neck and shoulders may become twisted, leading to pain and stiffness the next morning. A light body pillow, or a pillow between the knees, can help balance the hips and reduce spinal strain if you often wake up with a stiff neck or numb shoulders. That is a sign your side sleeping position is not yet optimal. Lastly, we have the stomach sleeping position. Also known as lying on the belly, this is the position that most experts recommend avoiding, especially for older adults. When you sleep on your stomach, your body weight presses down on your abdomen and chest, causing internal organs to be compressed. This obstructs breathing, forcing you to breathe more shallowly, and prevents the body from reaching the necessary depth of sleep cycles. In addition, the neck is usually twisted to one side throughout the night, placing prolonged pressure on the neck muscles, shoulders, and upper spine. According to a study from Tufts University, those who sleep on their stomach are at higher risk for peripheral blood circulation disorders, meaning blood does not circulate effectively to the hands and feet. This explains why many people wake up feeling numb, with cold limbs, or even muscle cramps in the early morning. Furthermore, stomach sleeping causes the lower back to sink, putting pressure on the discs and potentially worsening back pain, especially in the elderly. Although some people find it easier to fall asleep in this position, particularly those with long-term insomnia. This is only a temporary solution and carries many health risks. If you are used to sleeping on your stomach, it is advisable to gradually switch to side sleeping. You can start by placing a small pillow under your stomach to reduce pressure. Then slowly change your position over time. Through these 3 positions, it becomes clear that no sleeping position is entirely good or bad. What matters is whether it suits your physical condition, underlying health issues, and individual needs. Your body will give you the clearest signals. If you often wake up feeling sore, tired, or show signs of sleep apnea or loud snoring, it is time to listen and adjust how you rest each night. Sleep is not just rest. It is a process of recovery, and the right sleeping position is the first step to a healthy, alert, and energized new day. 2. Tips to optimize sleep. After understanding the positive and negative effects of different sleeping positions, you may be wondering, if I want to improve my sleep quality each night, is there anything else that can help me besides changing my position? The answer is yes. And in fact, there are many things. Small habits before bed, your bedroom environment, and even things you may not expect, like phone screen light, can deeply affect how you fall asleep and how you feel when you wake up the next morning. The first tip, and also the one many people unintentionally overlook, is to stop using electronic devices before bedtime. It may sound simple, but in reality, this is a major cause of sleep disruption for many older adults in the digital age. We often have the habit of checking our phones one last time, scrolling through social media, watching videos, or reading news before lying down. The issue lies in the light emitted from these devices, also known as blue light, according to experts from Harvard University. Blue light can suppress the production of melatonin, a key hormone that helps regulate the body's natural sleep cycle. Melatonin is produced at night when the surrounding light decreases. It signals the body that it is time to rest. However, when you are exposed to blue light from your phone, tablet, or TV, the brain receives the wrong signal and thinks it is still daytime. As a result, melatonin production is delayed, making it harder to fall asleep, causing light sleep or frequent nighttime awakenings. In middle-aged and older adults, the ability to regulate hormones is already reduced with age. So even a little blue light before bed can cause prolonged insomnia. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine showed that people who used electronic devices for at least 30 minutes before bed took 48 minutes longer to fall asleep than those who did not. They also slept nearly 1 hour less each night on average and woke up feeling more tired. Therefore, a practical recommendation is to set aside your phone at least 1 hour before going to bed, if you need to use it to read or listen to music. Adjust the screen to warm light mode, or use a soft yellow night light instead of strong white light. Another useful tip is to switch your phone to airplane mode or turn off Wi-Fi in the bedroom. This not only helps you avoid being disturbed by notifications, but also creates a completely quiet space, helping the brain recognize that it is time to truly relax. Moreover, if you often wake up in the middle of the night due to sudden sounds from your phone, placing the device out of reach can help you sleep deeper and more continuously. The second tip for optimizing sleep is to establish a relaxing bedtime routine. Our bodies naturally love consistency. When you repeat a series of gentle actions each night before bed, your body gradually learns that these actions signal sleep time. For example, drinking a warm herbal tea, reading a few pages of a light book, or sitting in silence and taking deep breaths for a few minutes. One of the most loved teas is chamomile tea. This type of tea contains no caffeine and has a calming effect on the nervous system. A study at the University of Pennsylvania found that people who drank chamomile tea regularly before bed experienced significant improvements in sleep quality after just 2 weeks. Lotus seed tea, coral tree leaf tea, or lavender flower tea are also safe. Gentle options that do not cause irritation for older adults. If you are not used to drinking in the evening due to fear of waking up to use the restroom at night, you can switch to other relaxing activities, such as gently massaging both temples with peppermint essential oil, or putting a few drops of lavender oil on your pillow. This not only helps you sleep more easily, but also supports heart rate and breathing regulation. In a study from the University of Southampton in the United Kingdom, people who used lavender oil in their bedroom had 20% longer deep sleep compared to the group who did not use it. In addition, reading is a very beneficial habit for the brain. However, you should choose books that are light and relaxing, such as books about meditation, reflective essays, or simple short stories. Avoid reading complex analysis books or emotionally intense stories because they can overstimulate the brain and make it difficult to relax. If you are building a healthy sleep routine, the key is persistence. A habit takes at least 2 to 3 weeks for the body to memorize and respond positively. So do not feel discouraged if you do not notice a difference in the first few days. Keep repeating your relaxing activities like a personal ritual, and you will see your body start to respond more positively each night. The third, and also very important tip, is to keep the bedroom cool and well ventilated. You may have experienced waking up in the middle of the night due to heat, sweating, or discomfort because the air in the room was too stuffy. This is a sign that the room temperature is not suitable for deep sleep. According to the National Sleep Foundation, the ideal bedroom temperature is between 15 and 19 degrees Celsius. Mildly cool temperatures help the body cool down naturally, which is one of the important conditions for deep sleep. When the body starts to sleep, it slightly lowers its internal temperature. If the surrounding environment is too hot, too stuffy, or not ventilated, this process is blocked. You may feel sluggish, find it hard to sleep, or wake up many times during the night. On the other hand, a cool environment will help you quickly fall into deep sleep and reduce nighttime awakenings. Many people feel more comfortable using a small fan or slightly opening a window to allow air circulation, as long as it is safe and there is no direct draft blowing on the body. If you live in a hot and humid area, consider using an air conditioner with a timer or combining it with an air purifier to reduce humidity and eliminate fine dust. It is important to wear light sleepwear made from breathable fabric and use bed sheets made from natural cotton for a cool and pleasant feeling. Another small tip is to place a small plant like aloe vera, pothos, or snake plant in the bedroom. These plants help filter the air, increase nighttime oxygen levels, and create a calming atmosphere. However, do not focus only on temperature and forget about lighting. The bedroom should be dark enough, with no strong lights from street lamps, digital clocks, or glowing electronic devices. You can use blackout curtains or place covers over small lights if necessary. Even small amounts of light can disrupt your natural sleep cycle. A dark, cool, and quiet bedroom is the ideal environment for the brain to produce enough melatonin, which in turn helps you sleep better and wake up more refreshed. Through these 3 simple but practical tips, you now hold important keys to optimizing your sleep every night. Avoiding phone use before bed, establishing a relaxing bedtime routine, and keeping your bedroom cool are 3 things you can completely control. And the best part is, they do not require major investments or sudden changes. With just a little attention and persistence, you will notice a clear difference in the coming weeks. After going through each sleeping position, understanding their effects on the body, and discovering 3 simple yet effective ways to optimize nightly sleep, you may be asking yourself, what should I do next? The truth is, the next step is not something complicated. The next step is simply to begin. Begin with the smallest thing. Starting tonight, it might be turning off your phone 1 hour earlier. It might be making a cup of chamomile tea and reading a few pages of a book instead of watching TV. Or it could be as simple as opening the window to let in a cool breeze before lying down. These small actions are actually the first steps in a bigger change, because when you sleep better, you wake up with a more positive mindset, a stronger body, and from there, you live each day more fully. People often think improving health requires expensive medicine or strict exercise routines, but sometimes, just one good night of sleep can be the most precious remedy. Deep sleep not only nourishes your muscles, relieves pain and fatigue, but also helps your mind become clearer and more relaxed. And the special thing is, you can achieve this without changing too much. If you remember only one thing today, let it be this: taking care of your sleep is one of the clearest and easiest acts of self-love. Do not wait until your body cries out from exhaustion before paying attention. Start now, one step at a time, so your body can rest fully and your mind can truly be at peace. If you found today's sharing helpful, please click like and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss upcoming videos about how to take care of your health in the most natural, gentle, and effective ways. Which of today's tips are you already using? Leave a comment below to share your journey. I am always ready to listen and walk with you on the path of living healthy, living actively, and living fully every single day. Wishing you a peaceful night, a deep and restful sleep, and a morning full of energy. See you again in the next videos.